Peter Drucker was a truly Renaissance man. He studied widely, he read widely, and he understood society as a whole probably better than anybody of his generation. Certainly was brilliant, but he is often known simply in the areas of management and economics, but really he had much more to offer than that. He was a keen observer of society and the impact of demography on society, the impact of social trends on society, the impact of spirituality and religion, and his general consensus attitude was it all matters. We cannot simply look at life as an economic issue. We cannot look at life simply as a spiritual issue. We cannot look at it simply as a political issue, or we cannot look at it simply as an academic or health issue. It all matters. And not only does it matter, it's all integrated, because human beings are more than matter. We are spirit, soul, and body. We have emotions. We have a spiritual side to us, and we have an economic side to us, and we have a physical side to us. And all of this has to be coordinated, and it has to be integrated. That's why I say Peter Drucker understood the meaning of integrity. Integrity is not simply being honest. It means my life is integrated. It is not compartmentalized. And today, I know that he would say to many CEOs and business leaders that the number one weakness in their lives is they have compartmentalized their lives. They have their business life in one area, and it doesn't intersect with their family, and their family doesn't intersect with spiritual life or social life or public life, and he would have the call for, we need it all. I would like to commend the Drucker Society for, first, the establishment of the Drucker Society to perpetuate his legacy, and for setting up the 100th centennial, because this was a fantastic idea. So many of us have been influenced by Peter from all around the world, different walks of life, different countries, different backgrounds, but we have this common denominator that we were touched by the thoughts of this man. And my challenge to the Drucker Society in the future is that they continue to give Peter in bite-sized pieces, because he had such a huge body of work that if anyone was to sit down and start reading it, it could be overwhelming. It is interesting that 2/3 of Peter's writing came after he was 65. And if you look, you put all of his books in chronological order, his greatest contribution were in the last 30 years of his life. Now this in itself is a lesson for all of us, that we think, well, I've passed my prime, or my best days are behind me. Well, certainly not. Peter, to the end of his life, was continuing to think, continuing to grow, continuing to learn. And that example of never stop learning should be a guiding value and a mantra of the Peter Drucker Society, that we continue to learn, to build on, to look for application of the principles he's talked about, because if it's true, it's not new, and it'll still be true 1,000 years from today.